Hey, what's happening with you now? You already know what it is, man. You tuned in, tapped in, keeping it a stack with Scrap. You already know what it is, Jack. Reality for your.
Hey, what's happening? It's your boy, Bitch Scrap. You already know what it is, man. You know where you at right now. It's keeping it a stack with Scrap. You feel me? And with today, you already know I had to bring one of the people that I know, them OG people, them big brothers, them point people in your life that's gonna get you together, man, when you're all the way off. You feel what I'm saying? And I be thinking he getting the world together, because when he say stuff, I be like, huh, I was thinking the same damn thing. You feel me? Introducing my big brother right here, man. Half of all y'all big brother, man. Shabazz the OG, man. What's happening, brother? Yeah, can we give him the claps? You feel me? Yeah. Man, I'm happy you here, man. Finally got you
I'm
here.
glad to be here, man. Thanks for having me. Straight
Man,
up.
man, you doing the Invest Fest this weekend? You know?
Yeah, just tomorrow.
Just tomorrow.
Just Friday. Like I wanted to do the whole weekend, but then Floyd exhibition fell on the same day as
You going to Mexico?
Mexico.
You
Via
going to Mexico? Man, you tell
Cubana.
Floyd, man, go ahead and send me a ticket,
Yeah,
man. You know
man.
what I'm saying? Try and go down there.
I'm gonna go. I'm trying to maximize. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to maximize the brand. You know, keeping my face in the right places.
Yeah.
You know, so if I got to be in the A today, you know what I mean?
Hey.
Here with you today, Invest Fest tomorrow, Mexico with Floyd on Friday.
Hey,
you know what I
man.
mean? I mean Saturday.
Yeah, I'm
Friday
watching
and
that
Saturday.
fight.
So
I'm watching that. Last time it got a little ignorant down there in Miami.
no, it got quite
man.
ignorant.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. I took one to the chin.
For real?
Yeah.
Wow, man. My guys up in there. Hey, man, Floyd, man, we're going to have to holler at you, man. He can't
No,
have
he
OGs,
not in the ring.
No, outside that
Yeah,
joint.
but that wasn't his fault though. You know, that
Man.
was the workings of, you know.
He was being butt up too bad, man. And you know them Gottish, man. You know what I'm saying? They got mad.
Well, that's why they got the rematch.
Right?
That's why they got the rematch. They knew it. But you know, it's all it's for the bag, but it's all in clean fun and entertainment. You know, people. You know.
Can I ask you something though? This one thing I want to ask you, because if y'all ever have been on Instagram, you follow this young man, Shabazz the OG. You know he got some game. You know he attacking every negative thing in sight. And I just want to know, like, how did you become so positive, and like how you get your mindset there? Where is that?
I'm old and boring now.
What?
I'm old and boring.
What
See,
that
when you're
mean?
young and stupid, everything is exciting.
Hold on. Everything is exciting to me. Am I stupid?
Hold on, no, listen to what I'm saying to you.
Yeah.
When you reach a certain age, when you done certain things, let me make that clear.
Okay.
See, I got a certain type of history.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, I'm 56. I've been off the porch since I was 17.
I ain't saying damn like it's bad, but I'm like,
Like Kevin Hart did.
No, not damn. I'm like, damn, I ain't know, because you look young. You know what I'm saying? You look way younger than, and I be like,
Yeah,
y'all
that's just the age. I don't feel 56. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel it. I know I don't look it, but the thing is, what I meant by that statement is,
and your sauce, you got hell of a sauce, my nigga. Like, I be seeing you, you know what I'm saying? I be seeing you moving around like you. I'm like, man, look at this
shout
guy,
out to my
man.
mama. You know what I
Look at
mean?
this
That's how she
man.
raises.
It was up, man.
You know what I mean? She raises. We didn't have it all, but we was clean and we matched.
What's up. That's what's up.
You know what I mean? We was clean and we matched. But when you've been, like I tell people, man, I've been around everything once and did it twice. You know what I'm saying? And once you've done so much, and then you blessed to still be here at this age and at this stage of the game, if you smart, you'll get to a point where you understand what's important, what's not, and how to approach things and how to preserve yourself. I've been to prison. I've been in the street. I've been hurt. I've hurt. You know what I'm saying? So, once you get to a point where you become grown, then you start thinking about the things that your mother told you when you was young.
You start having compassion for life.
That, but if you really just think, when you reach a certain point, you start remembering your mother used to tell you. You ain't doing nothing I ain't did.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? One day this, one day that. My mother used to tell us, if life lasts long enough, if you live long enough, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So thankfully and gratefully, I've lived long enough. So now it's easy to be positive because I understand what the negative going to bring.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I understand what it's going to bring, and it ain't nothing exciting. Not
they,
to me.
They be coming at you on the internet kind of foul, man. I be like, how you gonna get at OG like that, man?
Because,
you know
see,
and I don't be wanting it to happen. Cause I'm like, man, that ain't, you know what I'm saying? That ain't cool. Like
well, see, at the end of the day, it's just like Ruggs put up a post the other day with a caption, right?
Yeah.
The caption was so heavy. He said, I get talked about, I don't get confronted.
That's hard.
You understand me?
Hey, that was hard, Ruggs. That was hard.
You know,
I gotta get Ruggs up in here, man.
yeah,
You feel
Ruggo
me?
said, I get talked about, I don't get confronted.
Wow.
So I had to, I told people this a long time ago. Be careful of who you get into arguments with on the internet and who you allow to strip you of your energy and your positivity, because we living in the time now where teenagers ain't what they was once upon a time, dog. You be arguing with somebody that you never seen, never met, and you could be arguing with a kid.
Yeah.
And somebody sitting back laughing at you all out of character.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Or when you get involved in, you may be on a live with somebody, man. At the end of the day, you control you. That's why it's called self-control.
Yeah, man.
So, man, I know I'm not doing nothing to nobody. I'm not causing nobody no harm. I don't have no ill intent. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I don't always have to be right. I'm not always going to be right, but I'm never going to purposely tell you nothing wrong. Right. Hate it or love it. So I take it all. Like I said, man, long as it's talked about, and not a confrontation, we all good, baby.
That was up. So let me move to the next situation, like, cause the way I see it, I see it like from how you give it. You're a Muslim.
Absolutely,
you're a Muslim,
no question.
And so how you get there? Was you always a Muslim?
Nah. So when I was 21, 22. The girl that I was dating at the time, I was getting money with her brothers and her cousins, and they was Muslims. So it started just by the association. They started taking me to Juma prayer on Fridays with them. You know what I mean? Introduced me to fasting during Ramadan, and then and eventually I took my shahada. But being a new Muslim, you have to gradually come into the actual practice of the religion. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people take their shahada and then, you don't learn the religion. You don't learn the lifestyle. You don't learn the do's and the don'ts. And I will be honest, a lot of people go to prison and then come home Muslim. That didn't happen to me. However, prison is where I perfected the deen. I did perfect it there because now you got time. Yeah. Now you got time to pray.
You got patience.
You ain't got no choice.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You could be impatient as you want to be. You ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, for sure.
But prison is where I perfected my salat, praying 5 times a day. But what I do credit myself for is from the time I did leave prison, I stayed on that.
Okay.
I stayed on.
You ain't switch up because you was I was doing that just because I was in jail.
No, I came home, man. Praying 5 times a day. Like I feel weird. Like right now, I got to make up a prayer when I leave here because I miss one. I'm gonna miss 2 actually, but I'll make them up when I leave.
So what you mean you miss?
So we pray 5 times a day at certain times. You know what I mean? And we supposed to make those prayers at that time. Now, if for whatever reason, you are not in a position to perform your prayer at that time, at the very minute you do, however many prayers you miss, you make those up. But the goal is to not miss them.
So let me ask you something. When you go there, you got we got to go there.
Well, let's go.
I was just,
I got my water. In case y'all was wondering, you understand? I got water.
You got water.
I'm hydrated.
Okay. So when it come to that, like, it's like, so do you know what I'm? This is just me doing my little research that I did. Maybe I ain't do enough. I don't know. You can tell me. When it come to it's Islam, right?
Mm-hmm.
So is it true that that's a Arabic
Arabic.
Arabic religion.
It's the language is Arabic. You know, the language of Islam. You know, you speak. The Quran is written in Arabic.
Yeah.
So Arabic is the language.
And the Quran never changed.
No, the Quran. That's why it was revealed. That's why the Quran, you know, was revealed. You know, due to, you know, other publications being switched up, tampered with, played with. So, you know, in our belief, you know, Allah revealed the Quran to.
And y'all still believe in Jesus as a prophet.
1,000%.
Okay, got
you. A very important one at that.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? An extremely important one, an
Yeah.
integral one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So yeah. So but yeah, it hasn't changed. It doesn't change. You can pick up a Quran in Pakistan and pick up a Quran in South Beach. Yeah. They gonna say the same thing.
But it has been formed into English too, right?
Yeah, it's transliteration. Yeah, so like the Noble Quran, like the one that I have personally, it's in one side is in Arabic, the other side is in English.
You learned it?
I know the alphabet, so because I know certain things when I have seen them, I know it when I see it, but I don't speak or read Arabic fluently. I know a lot of Arabic words, and I pray in Arabic.
You ever met Muta?
Muta?
Muta, he was the outlaw that used to be with Tupac. He moved to Saudi Arabia.
No, I never met Muta.
I got to put y'all two together. I got to. He's from New Jersey, but he moved to, he was with Pac and all that when that was going down and stuff. And his mom and daddy was Muslim before they died, but he always thought, because he didn't know it was a difference between Muslims and the Nation of Islam or something like that.
Right.
And he said his daddy's friends, two people who he called like his play uncles and his uncle and stuff, killed his mom and daddy. Came in there one day, sat down. He said he was sitting on one of their lap just talking, and then he started playing with his brother. And next thing you know, they just started busting at his daddy and at the security guard. And you know what I'm saying? The mama said his mom only died because she was trying to save them and get them up out of there. He said he got grazed in the foot and everything. So he thought his whole life that it was Muslims that killed his parents. So he didn't even want to go near that. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
And then he said one day, you know, after Pac died, like some years after Pac died, this dude just kept coming up to him like, "Hey man, you need to come to the mosque, man. You need to come." He kept like, "Man, I ain't with all that,
Right.
And then he said one day he went, took a whole bunch of guys up there with him. They were strapped and all that. He said he didn't know you weren't supposed to have no, So,
right.
But he said he went, and he said he been on it ever since. Like he moved to Saudi Arabia just to get more into it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, man, like for us, man, there's no compulsion in Islam. Like
it's a lot of discipline.
It's a lot of discipline that's required. When I say no compulsion, it's like, this deen is welcoming. Yeah. And it's not about forcing nobody into it. It's not about shaming nobody about what they believe into it. It's just really about you making a conscious decision that that's the path in life that you want to follow, and you commit to it. And that's just the end of it. Yeah. I don't really get into religious dialogue with people. Yeah. Because sometimes, man, people can believe something that you don't believe. Like somebody that have a different belief than mine, they might know more about Islam than me.
Everybody come up different.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, I wasn't raised Muslim.
No, I'm just saying, like, you come up different the way you attach to things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's a habit that humans. This is what I know. It's a habit that we all take when we go through things or when we connect with things, because it's like you say, you weren't born that. Nobody was born. Christianity is not even. Jesus didn't know nothing about Christianity. You know what I'm saying? Jesus. You know what I'm saying? Jesus. He was Judaism. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, so bro. People just have to allow people
to connect with God in their own way.
Whether it's right, wrong, or indifferent. If you believe,
how do you know it's right?
What I'm saying is, when I mean by right, wrong, or indifferent is, if everybody believe in the resurrection and the day of judgment, what we arguing about now?
Yeah,
you gonna see?
Yeah, we'll
just
see.
Chill.
We will
You're gonna
see.
find out. So what I believe is unnecessary is for people to get to a point where if you believe what you believe and I believe what I believe, but I want you to believe what I believe. Why am I mad at you if you don't? Why I gotta talk bad about what you again, if what I'm on is the truth.
Yeah.
And I believe it's the truth.
We ain't even got to talk about it.
We're gonna see on the day of Yom Kiyama.
Yeah.
That's it. We're gonna see. It ain't
So let me ask you something. Is it somewhere, because I've never read it, and I'm gonna be honest, I want to read it because I want to learn. I read the Bible, but is it somewhere in the Quran that it says we're saved, where we're gonna be, we'll be able to go to heaven or some paradise?
The Quran is full of ayats and surahs about paradise.
No, I'm just saying, is it something, because, I mean, it's just in my religion, you know what I'm saying? Well, my spirituality.
Yeah, you mean is that where you'll go when it's all said and done?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
it's there.
But I do know that in the Bible and in the Quran, they got this little situation in between time.
What you mean?
In between time before you get to paradise, before you get to heaven.
I mean, hey, listen. You're gonna have to answer for what you did out there now. It ain't just a hop, skip, and a jump.
Yeah, man.
You know,
So
you have to cross that bridge for sure.
Man.
Yeah.
So that's in the Bible and the Quran. Like, it's like you have to cross the bridge. Like, you're gonna have to answer for what you did, kid. You feel what I'm saying? So everybody just remember that. And I'm gonna tell you, like, I feel like if it weren't for Jesus, there would be no saving for people like me. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. So
I can appreciate your get down when it comes to your religion, and when you said, like, hey, I believe what I believe, and other people believe what they believe.
It's a short surah.
If you really believe it, if a person really believe what they believe, then ain't nothing to talk about.
But we have in Islam, there's an ayat called Al Kafirun that speaks about that, and that surah, that ayat, that verse is actually saying exactly that. You know what I mean? To you, your religion. To me, mine. To you, your belief. To me, my belief. But I'm paraphrasing, but that's what that verse is saying.
Right.
To you, yours, and to me, mine.
Right.
Like, we ain't got to fight. We ain't got to argue. And guess what? When we finish, as men, we can go eat.
Yeah.
We gonna hang out because
we still gotta live. We still
because
human.
Islam teaches us to be kind to people.
Yeah.
Non-Muslims included. Our neighbors. The people we pass by. Like, Islam doesn't teach division.
So that's what I wanted to ask you too. So you said you wasn't always a Muslim. You weren't born that way.
Right.
So where were you? I asked you off camera. Where was you? And you know what I'm saying? 1991, 1992. You know what I'm saying? The death row era.
That's the year I took the Shahada. That's the time. That time that you're asking about is when I became Muslim.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's when I took my Shahada, but I was outside.
But I mean, was you, because everybody, had this little thing, and it's like called backsliding. You know what I'm saying? Was that what you were doing?
Well, no. Let me tell you about the whole backsliding thing. Which, in my opinion, what people have to remember is this: accepting a religion, right? No matter what that religion is, if you're doing it to better yourself, right? Right. Accepting a religion doesn't mean you all of a sudden become perfect. Right. You know what I mean? Because if that's the case,
somebody's finna come save you from your problems right now.
No, not and not only that, you have to remember, like, you still human. People still human. Yeah. And people will still make mistakes. People still the thing about it is, at least in Islam, yeah, you're gonna make those mistakes, but guess what? Do the best you can to conceal them and don't let nobody else see them. Yeah. And don't reveal the sins and shortcomings of your brother. Okay. You know what I'm saying? It don't mean you're not going to do it. But do your best to do it in silence. And that's not saying to sneak. I'm just saying people openly do things. Yeah. And then people expect sometimes as well that just because you have religion, you're supposed to be perfect now. Yeah. And then the minute they see you do, you're supposed to be Christian.
Yeah,
you're supposed to be praying. I thought you was, man. Yeah. Right. So it's just, it's best that when you do that, when you accept the religion, and I'm just going to stay on Islam. If you accept Islam, put yourself around Muslims. Yeah. Put yourself around people who live the way you want to live.
Just like if you married, you gotta be around married people. You can't listen to people that's not married because they're gonna tell you some unmarried shit.
Unless you talking to somebody with some sense.
Ain't nobody that know. Yeah, you're right
because everybody that's not married.
No, but we talking about like as for men and as for women, people on the sideline giving you dumb answers, they ain't never even.
It don't matter if they married or not when it come to that, Scrap. Yeah. Keep people out your marriage, out your business. That go for your mama, your friends. I don't care if they all married.
Shoot, and you just regular relationship. You got a girlfriend, boyfriend, like
just keep because at the end of the day, whatever you're going through, whatever you dealing with your partner, with your wife, with your significant other, that's gonna remain between y'all. Right. Now, if it's getting out of hand. And you need an intervention, but guess what? When that intervention come, you gotta respect it and fall back. Don't waste the intervention.
But it shouldn't be like your parents, your siblings, and friends, and all. It need to be somebody that's neutral. You know what I'm saying? Like
that's when you're trying to look for a resolution. But if things are bad and you need some assistance, let people come in and help you, but then don't go back to the situation.
Right.
You know what I mean? So when it comes to, like you said, married people should be friends with other married people. That's ideal. But if you happen to have a non-married friend who is not disruptive, who is not divisive, you know what I'm saying? Who understands, I'm single, my friend is married, and I'm going to conduct myself as such around my friend, that's a cool non-married friend to have. But if you married and you out with you, if I'm married and I'm out with you, and then every time you come around, you trying to line me up with another joint.
I'm going to line you up.
And you know I'm weak.
I'm going to line you up.
Now I got to struggle with. I can't, damn, Scrap my man, but man, I'm trying to, you know what I mean?
And then I'm struggling, and I ain't going to lie, the other person struggling like, boy, Shabazz, my man, but he got to get it. You know what I mean? Hey, baby, come get on that, get it.
But it's still it's still that person's responsibility to be loyal to their situation. Yeah. Even though you might be weak, the flesh is weak and all that, you still got a responsibility.
Weak and all that.
But it is. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But again, it goes back to you asking me how I get to be so positive. Same thing how I get to have so much sense. Yeah. Because at some point you get to weigh, the risk versus the reward, man. And then if you got something good, you know what I'm saying, that ain't worth risking, then that ain't what you're gonna do. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if your friend married or not. You're not gonna play with what you got at home. I know I ain't.
So I hear that shit because I ain't got nothing. But listen, shit for real. Let me ask you something. Ask you this. Mm-hmm. What is that like right now? What is, Shabazz love life looking like right now?
I mean, man, I always told 56. I always told people, like, and everybody know me, man. Yeah. Like they been following me for years, and it ain't never been no secret. Like, you know what I mean? It was always about two or a few with me. It's always been about two or a few. But and I stood on that. You know what I'm saying? Because
you say you stood on it.
No,
like,
2 feet 10 toes, both feet and both soles.
I'm saying like you stood as in you used to stand on it. Because I'm saying you say you stood on it, but you're not saying you're standing on it. No. So was the stood on it in past tense?
Yeah, no. What I'm saying is that's what I used to stand on. I used to stand on, I'm going to have multiple women unless one come along that make me not want to
have multiple women.
That's it. That's what it is for me. And you can't come in, right? You can't come in and throw your weight around, and expect for it to happen. Right. You can't come in and make no announcements and think because when men meet women, right? Right. The day before they met, they both had a life. Right. If she worth anything, she had dudes on her line. Yeah. If he worth anything, he had chicks on his line. Right. Now y'all meet. what y'all had the day before y'all met does
Does
not
not even
automatically
matter.
disappear.
Yeah,
No, not
but
that
it
it don't
don't-
matter.
it don't matter,
disappear.
It don't disappear, but it don't matter. Why
It
does
don't
it
matter. It don't matter if you had a confidence for it not to matter. You got to be able to say, I'm not even worried about that
That's how I be.
because I'm on you.
Yeah, that's what I be on.
If you ain't in nothing committed and ain't nobody stopping me from rocking with you,
Yeah.
listen, every time I call, you answer. Every time I want to see, I saw.
That's what I be.
You feel me?
I be like that. Fuck it.
Guess what happens? Organically, you spend more time with this person.
Yeah.
And then you ain't got to front on nobody else. You ain't got to disrespect nobody else. You ain't got to call nobody else and say, hey, I ain't messing with you no more.
Yeah.
Life just takes over. And things happen organically. And you know, and that's just what I'm on. You know what I mean?
That's real.
That's
I mean,
what I'm on.
so
I
it ain't no, you know what I'm saying? It ain't no Mrs. Shabazz. No,
Oh man, see now you're getting in my business. Scrap.
Hey man, I'm just trying to.
I
Hey
can't
man, you know the
listen,
world
man.
want to know, man. We see this
That's why-
positive young man, and we
that's
see
why
this man
I
getting
tell
it
you
in.
this.
What you doing?
I
We
tell you
wanna
this.
know.
I tell you this. Stay tuned.
Amen. We can't,
You know what I
hate
mean?
on that.
Put it like this. I can show you better than I can tell you.
Hey, amen. So listen, is it somebody we know?
Huh?
Somebody we know.
No.
We can talk off camera.
No.
So you ain't doing that. You
No,
ain't trying to
it-
get no celebrity.
No, that I mean, I wasn't opposed to it.
Yeah.
Man, I'm like this, and I always been this way, Scrap. I like who I like, dog.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I ain't never been a fan favorite or trying to please nobody else, man. I done had them all.
Yeah.
I done liked them all. Done loved some of them. You know what I
Me
mean?
too,
I
me
done
too.
loved some hoes. I done loved some strippers. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I've been there, done that. And I'm talking about young life, old life.
Have you ever done Magic City?
I ate in there one time, some wings or something, but I
Have you ever
wasn't.
been in there on the Monday?
Years ago, I was coming. This is the thing. I never been a vicious strip club boy.
Okay, got
That's
you.
never really been my
You
thing.
hear that ball? You know what I'm saying? Ball. That Philadelphia.
Yeah, I never really been a strip club boy. You know what I'm saying? Like the girls that I met that were strippers, I didn't even meet them in the strip club. You know what I'm saying? That just happened to be their life. You know. And when I liked them, I liked them. When I loved them, I loved them because at the end of the day, they women, they people. You know what I'm saying? They do the same thing.
They human.
That's it. So I never been, I ain't never been shy about who I like because at the end of the day, if you don't like them and I do what you want me to do, I'm just gonna be somewhere balled up wishing I was with them anyway. So go ahead and get the experience and whatever come out of it, deal with it later.
Hey, that's the realest shit I ever heard.
I mean, but that's just how I gave it up, dog. So when it come to me being with a woman, it's strictly about, at this stage of the game, the genuine, organic flow.
Yeah.
That's it. Like if I can deal with a woman for X amount of time, and then it could been flowing, and then for whatever reason, the flow get a ripple in it, and then the ripple turn into a wave, and then the wave turn into a tsunami. It's time to let that go, and it don't necessarily got to be no issue. That's what life do. You know what I'm saying? We think we got the answer. We think we called the shot, but at the end of the day, man, God gonna put us where we supposed to be because it's already laid out.
I told them the other day on the gram, I said, they can't put you where God don't want you.
That's it.
You
You know
feel
what I
me?
mean? And you ain't gonna get what he don't want you to have.
Exactly.
So, so if he give you what you supposed to have and you reject it,
That's on
that's
you.
on you.
You feel me? That's on
You know what I
you.
mean? I got sense enough to recognize what's happening right now.
Hey man, he said, "What's happening?" I hear that little Atlanta slang. Hey, and I just want to say, you were born in Georgia, right?
Born in Georgia, raised
Yeah.
in Philly.
Raised in Philly, so you,
You know what I'm
always
saying?
had that in you. But I want to say, man, I appreciate you coming out here, man, all the way to the Chris Naive to chop it up with me. I wanted you so bad on my podcast.
Why wouldn't I, man?
You know what I'm saying? Because you got so much knowledge and game that these young people and some of the old people need too. You feel
Right.
what I'm saying? So we got a lot of old people who want to be young and they want to just live through all these kids. You know what I'm saying? So it's for all of us, you know what I'm saying? So I appreciate you. They appreciate you. You done kept it a whole stack with Scrap.
I put that on God. You know they be tripping cause I'm having guap. Ain't about to let them come play on my top. Get play on my top. Ain't let them play on my top. Get them play on my top.